brought together such a comprehensive and useful scheme focused primarily on the MSMEs. We do know that the industry has, the poster boys of the industry are large players, but the backbone of this industry are actually the MSMEs. And to have a dedicated scheme for MSMEs is very important. And as would be explained to you later, there are three components of this scheme, and I'll also offer some observations and comments on all the three components. But what is more important is that, as I was being told by Dr. Yuvraj, in the past also there have been similar schemes, but the utilization of those schemes was rather limited, and therefore this outreach attempt to make you familiar with the scheme and help you in filing applications under this scheme. And the other important component, of course, there is a concurrent workshop happening which focuses on good manufacturing practices, on how you reach global standards, etc. Now, there are a couple of things which I wanted to share with you. One is that some of you would be aware that in the Government of India, there is a dedicated ministry for MSME, and they have a scheme which is similar, which is called the CDP, the Cluster Development Program. And Telangana is one of the states which has received large number of approvals under the CDP. We have a very good track record of implementing the CDP program, completing them on time, and delivering very good quality outcomes there. So I will share with you some of the learnings of that particular scheme. How is that scheme working so well, and what can we learn? Because eventually, unless we submit lots of applications, we get sanctions, we implement them on ground, there will be no purpose of ministry announcing these schemes, and we just listening passively about those schemes, etc. Similarly, the second component in this particular package here, which relates to technology upgradation, the Textile Ministry also has a similar scheme, which is called TUFS, TUFS. And again, the state of Telangana has received lots of sanctions under TUFS, and I'll again share some experiences of TUFS with you. How did we get that, and what is the experiential learning for the pharma industry for that. So as I mentioned, there are three subcomponents of this scheme. The first component, which is called Assistance to Pharmaceutical Industry for Common Facilities, APICF, is basically to help a cluster. If there is a cluster and you require some common facilities, then that this particular scheme can be made useful. Now the key of this particular scheme is that the industries in a particular cluster have to form an SPV. And when I was speaking about the MSME CDP scheme, in many cases what we have done is that along with the industries which are there, TSIIC, which is our Industrial Infrastructure Corporation, they have also become a partner in that SPV. Of course, here the requirement is that the industry must have at least 51% equity, which is completely fine. And if you want, TSIIC can also become a partner, because eventually whatever common facility that you are sanctioned, you will have to get it implemented through some engineering agency. And the State Infrastructure Corporation, as you know, has enough engineering capabilities. They have done large, humongous engineering projects. So this is one thing. The second is that in the SPV also, in the past we have seen the common facility has utilities for some MSMEs, which is more than some other MSMEs. So one issue which comes there is how do you share the contribution of the promoters. MSME cluster, we have found some very interesting formula, some very interesting arrangements through which the contribution of each of these SPV members are made. And I can, if a similar kind of situation arises in any of these pharma clusters, we can guide you on how to structure that SPV, etc. So that disproportionate burden. I'm going to get limited results out of it, but I'm being asked to contribute much more, which creates some kind of dissonance, and eventually the SPV does not take off, or it runs into some challenges, etc. The other thing which I've noticed in some of the other projects of MSME CDP is that sometimes they request for some government contribution, and we also match some funds. So just as the ministry will provide some funds here, the state government also adds some funds, and in our state budget also, there is a broad in-principle agreement that for any centrally sponsored scheme, if a state share has to be added, invariably it gets through. So we don't face much challenge in getting that state share. So my suggestion will be that let us identify, we can help you, BDMAI of course, I expect them to play a lead, but we can also help you in mapping which are the important industry clusters. We know that there are old industrial parks which are inside the ORR. We may not focus too much of infrastructure projects there because eventually our hope is that all those pharma units which are inside the ORR, they will eventually shift to the new pharma city which is coming up. But we know that there are lots of clusters, for example in Nalgonda district, Chautupal, towards this Jachela and in so many other directions also, where we have clusters of pharma industries, bulk drug industries, and those will be the locations where lots of these facilities will be utilized. And we know that lots of common facilities can be created in these kind of locations. So let us do this exercise as quickly as we can. I would request BDMAI to take the initiative and sit with us, with TSIIC, map all these locations, identify what is missing, develop project reports with our help, and let us target that. Just as we are the leaders in various parameters of the pharmaceutical industry, let Telangana also come on the top in utilizing this particular scheme of strengthening of pharmaceutical industry. The other scheme, which is, as I told, it is similar to the textile scheme called TUFS, which is called Pharmaceutical Technology Upgradation Assistance Scheme, PTUAS. This is again a very relevant scheme, and as Dr. Ramakrishnan and others have pointed out, the necessity to improve our technology is very, very important. I'm sure many of you know this, but I was really taken aback. Some months ago, I was attending some kind of an international conference where it was an online conference, and where I heard many participants from other countries mention that if the manufacturer, if the source is not following internationally acceptable sustainability focused practices, we will stop importing from those companies and those countries. So today, as all of us know, our pharma industry, apart from domestic sales, we also get good returns from our exports. But imagine a situation in which many European countries start banning exports from you because you don't follow sustainable manufacturing process. In fact, that conference which I was attending was focusing a lot on AMR. And they were mentioning that if the AMR problem remains, they did not mention that they will ban India, but I got the sense that there will be serious repercussions if good manufacturing practices, WHO standards are not adopted. So it is just a matter of upgrading the technology, and fortunately this good scheme has come, and please benefit from this scheme, because tomorrow if you don't upgrade, we will run into a very, very big risk. The third scheme is called the Pharmaceutical and Medical Devices Promotion and Development Scheme, PMPDS, which also is a useful scheme because it can help the people who are particularly, I see lots of value for the medical devices manufacturers under this scheme. As you know, Telangana is a late entrant in medical devices. Typically, first of all, the size of this industry was smaller in our country relative to other neighboring countries. But which is whatever little industry that was available in our country, it was largely in Tamil Nadu and 4 or 5 other states. There was very little of medical devices manufacturing in our state. But many of you would know that since the last 6-7 years in particular, Telangana has pushed this sector also very aggressively. We have created a dedicated medical devices park in Sultanpur on the outer ring road. 40 plus companies have taken slots in that park, including global players like SMT, etc. And almost 17 companies have started their manufacturing. Remaining also are constructing their facilities. Looking at their example, many others are meeting us and submitting their applications. We have decided to expand the medical devices park by adding another 200 acres in Sultanpur. So this industry definitely has lots of promise, and Telangana Just as decades ago, we became the leaders in the pharmaceutical, the bulk drugs, and 2 decades ago, in the biotechnology industry, the vaccine sector. We can become the leaders in medical devices also. And the only question which most of these manufacturers check with us is that what kind of market support is possible. Can the state buy some of the products which they are manufacturing locally, or can we help them or facilitate in getting this market access? So this particular scheme will be very useful in conducting seminars, conventions, exhibitions to showcase what Telangana's medical devices industry is capable of, to showcase our progress and therefore help them in getting deeper market access, etc. So I once again request the industry. The ministry has created a scheme. The ball has been thrown in our court, but let us not let them down. With the help of Telangana government, institutions like PSIIC, Pharma, our licenses, promotion society, let us make best use of these schemes. And I would also request Dr. Jayesh Ranjan, who is here, to keep taking feedback on these things, because the MSME CDP also, some years ago the cut-off limit was 10 crores. The maximum assistance they used to give was 10 crores. But now, recently they have enhanced it to 30 crores. So you also please, yeah, you are at 20. So unless you bring it in parity with other schemes, people may feel more tempted to go there rather than come here. So please get some kind of study done. And I guess in that MSME CDP also, CDP plays an important role. They are the ones who do project evaluation, etc. So they are involved in this scheme as well. And I'm sure the officers who are here will be able to guide you on how to make this scheme even more attractive and competitive. But once again, I'm happy that so many industry representatives are attending this conference. Please participate in all the knowledge sessions, technical sessions that we follow. Particularly the ones which will be focusing on GMP, etc. are extremely critical to us. So please think about it very seriously and bring that into action as early as you can. So thank you very much for inviting me, and good wishes for the rest of the conference.
I would like to congratulate the Department of Pharmaceuticals for having come out with a very important and timely scheme, which will go a long way, I believe, in further strengthening the pharmaceutical sector in Hyderabad. Already you have heard, and you all know, that Hyderabad is one of the most important locations of the pharmaceutical sector in the country. Apart from all the big names that are there, the MSME sector also plays a very crucial role in the pharmaceutical arena in the state of Telangana. And these two components which are there in this newly formulated scheme, one which will encourage the development of common infrastructure, and the other one which will help the individual MSMEs to improve their internal processes, strengthen them, to acquire GMP capabilities, etc. Both of these components will be definitely very helpful in further improving the competitiveness of our units, not only domestically but also internationally. So I would like to once again congratulate the Department of Pharmaceuticals for this landmark scheme. I hope that during the course of this session, there will be enough awareness built so that this scheme is utilized to the maximum extent possible in our state. As far as the Health, Medical and Family Welfare Department